owner and founder of Wealthycollegekid, and welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys turn those notifications on so you know every single time that I upload, because I do try to keep these, kind of interesting, because I don't really have any friends, You guys are like my friends without my friends, because I've never met any of you. So I'm just here talking to myself in my house by myself with an awkward camera. But that's besides the point. I know a lot of you guys love to know what goes on behind a 6-figure bank account. So today I'm going to do some quirky questions about me. You feel me? You feel me? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Pregnant. Somebody's going to be stuck with me for the rest of their lives. They just don't know it yet because I haven't met them. They're somewhere cheating on me. Somewhere. But one day we'll be together. Would you ever get a dog? No. I used to want a dog, but then the whole going outside thing in the rain, going outside when it's hot outside thing, and the whole going outside in general thing, isn't really my style. It's just not my thing, you feel me? It's just not for me. It's just not for me. If I could change one thing about myself, what would it be? Well, I would say my chest, but I already changed that. So, 5 racks later, I'm a real girl. I'm a real girl. To the point my surgeon should really throw me a referral check. What the hell? I could literally be an affiliate for anything, quite honest. What made me want to start an online business? I got a slick ass mouth. My mouth is really, really out of control. Honestly, it was out of control when I was growing up, and I feel like as I got older, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So with that being said, I eventually just kept getting fired, and I needed money, and I just knew that the peasant life was not for me. You ever notice when you're walking through the mall and it's all the designer stores, and you're like, damn, that should be me. That should be me. You feel me? I just felt like I was meant to be rich. I said it as a child. They'd be like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I'd be like, rich. I don't care what I'm doing as long as I have money. I just like the freedom that money allows me to have. I really have a problem with, waking up on an alarm. I have a problem with listening to others. I have a problem with anybody having any type of control over me. I feel like I should be in 100% in control of my life and my surroundings. So for me, it was really, really important to have that ability. And it just so happens that my income allows me to have that ability. Another big thing is it's hard. I remember going to school and having a job, and it was hell. I feel like I was always tired. I would make alarms for an 11-minute nap. Why? Because I was so exhausted, so I'd literally sleep for 11 minutes. And it would feel 2 minutes, and then I was even more tired, and then I was just over it. So over it. How do taxes work as an entrepreneur? Well, we get a 1099 by February 1st in the mail, so it's actually kind of hectic trying to get all the 1099s put together and then lining it up with your bank statements. Obviously, I do have a hired accountant. I do not do my own taxes, which is really, really important. If you're making a large amount of money, you do want to have a hired professional to help you cut back on that tax bill and also understand where you can make more or save more doing your taxes. So I do recommend, if you are an entrepreneur and you are seeing yourself making a lot more money very, very quickly, to reach out to a hired professional that is familiar with digital businesses, especially if it's in e-commerce, because in some states, some platforms do not collect sales tax. Shopify and eBay do collect sales tax, but Amazon does not sometimes. Some Amazon dropshippers or fulfillment by Amazon does collect, obviously, sales tax, but if you're dropshipping by Amazon, those fees do not include sales tax, which causes a real big tax bill because you have to pay all that state tax. Luckily, I live in the Sunshine State, even though it rains all the time. There's not much sunshine except for me. Which does not have a state tax, so it obviously collects that 6% of sales tax, and then I'm good to go. You feel me? And for those of you that are wondering, well, how do you pay taxes at the end of the year? It's actually easier, because if you think about it, when you have a W-2 and you're getting paid every 2 weeks, those taxes are taken out of your check that you may need that money at that time, where if I'm aware that I have to pay taxes every single April, I save that money, I put it aside, and I'm able to just write that check and move on. You feel me? 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 Do I talk to people all day? Not really. It may feel like I talk to people all day. It may feel like I'm always online, and it may feel like I'm never asleep or I'm always doing something, but I actually live a very, very peaceful life, and I pretty much just kind of like roll with the punches, if that makes sense. Now, obviously I've gotten very, very good at allowing you guys to see 10% of my life and feeling like it's 110% of my life, but at the end of the day, I do have a personal life, and I just kind of like roll with the punches, like I said. What's my favorite thing to do since I started making money? Nothing. Making money has allowed me to do absolutely nothing. Like, I can just sit at home and do nothing. Like, nothing sounds like weird, but I feel like nothing is probably the most like greatest gift that you can give anybody, just doing absolutely nothing. Because if you're always having to do something and you're always out and about, it can get really, really draining and really, really stressful because you're constantly on the move and you're not able to enjoy nothing. Nothing. What is the biggest purchase that I've ever made? My biggest purchase, I probably would say my cars would probably be the biggest purchase. I'm on the fence about doing a house or a penthouse when I do move. I did just move to this condo, but I'm going to do another move in October, which I'm very, very on the fence about, just because, you know, with me being only 23 years old and being a female, it's kind of like safety is a very large factor in how I move and where I move. So I just don't know what I'm going to do. I always tell people I'm just going to be homeless and live in one of those like big white pods and put all my stuff in it. I tell my dad that like at least once a day. At least. How did my family feel about me working online? They didn't care. I don't get how you guys say that. People are always like, well, everybody didn't believe in me. Why do you tell them? I mean, I guess like you guys think that you have to tell somebody when you're making a move, but I don't tell people shit. I just do it. I feel like deposits speak louder than words, so I just let my deposits speak for me in a sense. And it's just like, at the end of the day, like I'm not only a boss, like I'm a whole leader. Like I have to do something first so that other people feel comfortable to do it. Like I see a lot of that happening on the internet, and a lot of it in this digital world as far as being an entrepreneur. A lot of people mimic the way that I move, the way that I talk, my backdrop, my life, my cats, like, so you just get used to being and understanding that you are in fact a leader. Like you are the first to do things so that other people feel comfortable doing it. That makes sense? Does that make sense? Makes sense. But I mean, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure you guys catch me live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Bye.